Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine getting out of bed and walking across the room without grabbing the wall for balance, without wincing at every step, and without the fear of your legs giving out beneath you. For millions of seniors, that simple act feels like a memory, but it doesn't have to be. As we age, one of the first things we silently lose is our leg strength, not in one dramatic moment, but little by little. A missed step here, a shaky knee there, and suddenly we avoid stairs, long walks, and even dance floors. But here's the truth. Most leg weakness isn't caused by aging alone. It's caused by something far more manageable: vitamin and mineral deficiencies. In this video, we're diving into the 7 essential vitamins and minerals your legs absolutely need to stay strong, stable, and pain-free after 60. You'll learn why cramps keep coming back, why balance fades, and why even simple movements can feel exhausting. And more importantly, how to fix it with the right nutrients. So, if you're over 60, or you care for someone who is stay with me, we're not just talking about supplements. We're talking about freedom. The freedom to walk where you want, stand tall with confidence, and live without fear of falling. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your legs are missing and how to rebuild from the inside out. Let's get started. When your legs start to feel weak after 60, most people blame the obvious: I'm just losing muscle. But that assumption is both incomplete and potentially dangerous, because muscle mass is only one piece of the puzzle. The truth is, your legs can still feel weak even if your muscles are intact. And that's because real leg strength is built on 4 systems working together: nerves for control, bones for structure, muscles for power, circulation for energy delivery. Let's say your nerves are underperforming, perhaps from a deficiency in B12 or chronic inflammation. Your legs may not get the right signals in time, leading to stumbles, slow reflexes, or imbalance even if your muscles are strong. Or imagine your circulation is compromised. Poor blood flow means less oxygen to the legs, which can cause early fatigue, cramps, and that heavy leg sensation seniors often describe. And then there's bone density. Without strong bones anchoring your legs, every step becomes a risk, especially for women after menopause when calcium loss accelerates. Real-life example. Barbara, age 72, was active and walked her dog daily, but she kept tripping on flat ground. Her doctor checked her muscle tone. It was fine, but blood work revealed a serious drop in vitamin K and D levels, leading to brittle bones and delayed neuromuscular response. Within 3 months of nutrition support, her balance improved dramatically. So the real lesson, and if you only focus on building muscle, you may be ignoring the very systems that allow muscles to function at all. Your legs aren't just engines, they're ecosystems, and every nutrient we're about to explore supports one critical part of that system. Coming up next, we'll start with the most underestimated foundation of them all: vitamin D, and how its silent deficiency could be the reason your legs feel unsteady. If there's one nutrient that quietly holds everything together as we age, it's vitamin D. Not flashy, not trendy, but absolutely essential. Especially for your legs. Most people think of vitamin D only in terms of bone health, and yes, it does help you absorb calcium and prevent fractures. But what's often overlooked is how deeply vitamin D affects your muscles, nerves, and balance system. You see, vitamin D is what helps your body maintain fast-twitch muscle fibers, the kind that kick in when you stumble, catch yourself, and avoid a fall. It also supports neuromuscular signaling, how quickly and precisely your brain sends messages to your legs. Without it, your reflexes slow down. Your coordination lags, your stability fades. Take Mr. Allen, age 75. He noticed his legs feeling shaky going down the stairs, not painful, just unsteady. His blood work, a vitamin D level of 12 ng/ml, severely deficient. 3 months of sunlight walks and 2,000 IU of D3 daily, and the shakes were gone. So how do we end up deficient? Well, aging skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight. Add to that Less time outdoors, sunscreen use, and certain medications, and the levels drop quietly sometimes without symptoms. Until one day you can't trust your footing. Common mistake. Assuming your multivitamin covers it. Most only contain 400 IU, far below the 800-1000 IU daily that most experts recommend for seniors. And if you already have a deficiency, you'll need more under your doctor's guidance. The lesson, vitamin D, is not just about bones. It's your balance insurance. Without it, even the strongest legs can fail when you need them most. Coming up next, we'll talk about the mineral that partners with vitamin D to build real strength from the ground up. It powers your muscles, fuels contractions, and can make cramps disappear almost overnight. Let's talk about magnesium. We've all heard it. Drink milk for strong bones. And yes, calcium is vital. But here's what's often left out. Calcium without direction can do more harm than good. That's where vitamin K2 comes in. Together, these two nutrients form a powerful duo that doesn't just build bones. They stabilize your legs from the inside out. Let's unpack that. Calcium is the mineral. Your bones need to stay dense and fracture-resistant. It's what keeps your hips, knees, and femurs from becoming fragile scaffolding. But here's the problem. Calcium doesn't know where to go on its own. If you're low in vitamin K2, calcium can build up in your arteries, joints, and soft tissues, causing stiffness, poor circulation, and even cardiovascular risk. That's right. The very thing you take to protect your bones could end up hurting your mobility unless it's paired with K2. Real-life example. Margaret, 69, took high-dose calcium for years after her doctor warned her about bone loss. She thought she was doing everything right. But when she began experiencing knee pain and reduced flexibility scans showed calcification in her arteries, not better bones. Her doctor switched her to a calcium supplement with K2 and D3, and within months her pain eased and her bone scans improved. So where do you get K2? Unlike K1 found in leafy greens, K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, fermented soy, aged cheeses, and egg yolks. It's harder to get from diet alone, especially in the West, so supplementation is often necessary for those over 60. Common mistake. Taking calcium supplements without D3 and K2. Think of calcium like cement. D3 helps absorb it, but K2 is the construction crew. It puts the cement where it belongs in your bones, not your bloodstream. The takeaway. If you want stronger legs, you need more than just calcium. You need guidance, and vitamin K2 is that guide. In our next section, we'll focus on the mineral that's often drained by stress, medication, and aging, but can make a night and day difference in cramps, stiffness, and energy. Let's talk about magnesium. Let's talk about a mineral that rarely makes headlines, but whose absence is loudly felt, especially in your legs. Magnesium. It's one of the most overlooked nutrients in senior health, yet it plays a central role in how your muscles contract, and more importantly, how they relax. Here's what that means for you. Low magnesium can lead to tight, twitchy, cramping muscles, especially at night. If you've ever woken up to a sudden stabbing, leg cramp, magnesium may be the missing piece. But that's not all. Magnesium also helps regulate nerve signals, ensuring your muscles don't misfire or freeze up. It keeps your neuromuscular system calm and steady, helping prevent involuntary jerks, restlessness, or that buzzing tension you can't quite explain. Real story. George, 73, had stopped walking his dog at night because of painful leg cramps that woke him up hours later. Blood pressure meds and a diuretic were slowly draining his magnesium, but no one had checked. After adding 250 milligrams of magnesium glycinate at dinner, the cramps eased within 2 weeks. He's back to his evening walks and sleeping through the night. Important note. Not all magnesium supplements are equal. Some forms, like magnesium oxide, are poorly absorbed and can cause digestive upset. For muscle and nerve support, look for magnesium, citrate, or magnesium. glycinate, more gentle, more bioavailable. And of course, food first when possible. Spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, and avocados are magnesium-rich powerhouses. Common mistake. Assuming magnesium is just for relaxation. In reality, it's a core regulator of balance, strength, endurance, and mobility. Seniors low in magnesium often report feeling tired, stiff, or weak, even with adequate sleep and protein. The lesson: a calm muscle is a capable muscle. If your legs feel heavy, tight, or unpredictable, magnesium could be the quiet solution you've been missing. Next, we'll explore a vitamin that works hand in hand with magnesium, especially when it comes to maintaining healthy nerves, coordination, and balance. Let's talk about vitamin B12 and why it might be the real reason your legs feel disconnected. When we talk about strong legs, we often think of exercise, muscle tone, or protein. But there's a hidden player deep in your nervous system that quietly determines whether you stay on your feet or end up falling. It's vitamin B12, and for many seniors, it's dangerously low without them even knowing it. You see, vitamin B12 is essential for maintaining the protective coating around your nerves, like insulation on electrical wires. When you don't have enough, the signals from your brain to your legs become delayed, confused, or weakened. The result: you might feel unsteady. You might feel like your legs are heavy or tingling or even disconnected from your body. You may even think your muscles are giving out when in reality it's your nerves misfiring. Real example. Eleanor, 70, started having trouble climbing stairs. She said her legs felt fine but slow, like they weren't getting the message fast enough. A simple blood test revealed her B12 was well below normal. Her doctor prescribed B12 injections, and within 6 weeks, her mobility improved dramatically. Here's the tricky part. B12 absorption depends on stomach acid and a protein called intrinsic factor. As we age, we produce less of both. Add acid-blocking meds like omeprazole or a low-meat diet, and suddenly you're deficient. Common mistake. Confusing B12 symptoms with just getting old. Wobbliness. Numbness, slow steps, and memory slips are often blamed on aging, when in fact they could be preventable and reversible. The lesson: if your legs don't feel connected to your brain, check your B12. It could be the one thing standing between you and confident coordination. Best food sources: clams, sardines, eggs, beef liver, and fortified cereals or plant milks. If you follow a vegetarian or low-meat diet, a B12 supplement or injection may be essential. And now that we've talked about the brain-leg connection, let's look at the next nutrient, one that powers every single step by regulating your muscle contractions in real time. It's also the #1 mineral behind those painful nighttime leg cramps. Let's talk about potassium. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Have you or someone you love ever experienced that strange heaviness in the legs? Or the frustrating tingling that just won't go away? Maybe it felt like weakness but turned out to be something deeper, like a B12 deficiency. Share your story in the comments. Even just a few words could help someone else feel seen, understood, and maybe even take action. Let's support each other in this journey. Your muscles may be ready. Your brain may be giving the right command. But if the signal can't travel properly, your legs simply won't respond the way they should. That's where potassium steps in. Often overshadowed by flashier nutrients, potassium plays a quiet but powerful role in muscle control, nerve signaling, and fluid balance. 3 things your legs absolutely depend on. You can think of potassium like the electrical charge manager in your body. It helps your muscles contract and then relax in a smooth, controlled way. Without it, movements become jerky, cramping becomes frequent, and your legs may feel weak, shaky, or unreliable. Real story: David, 67, had been experiencing leg tremors after standing for too long. He chalked it up to age until his doctor reviewed his diet. Barely any fruits, no beans, low water intake. Blood work showed low potassium. Within 2 weeks of adding bananas, spinach, and white beans to his meals, plus a hydration routine, his legs were steady again. But potassium isn't just about motion, it's about protection. It helps prevent muscle cramps, especially at night. Support nerve transmission, keeping messages between brain and body fast and clear. Buffer acidity in the body, which protects bones from calcium loss, especially in the legs and hips. Common mistake: believing bananas are your only source. While they help, potassium is even more concentrated in foods like baked potatoes with skin, avocados, white beans, sweet potatoes, oranges, and spinach. The lesson: your legs don't just need strength, they need rhythm. Potassium is what makes your muscles move in harmony, not in spasms. One final note: if you have kidney disease or are on medications like diuretics or blood pressure drugs, talk to your doctor before increasing potassium. Balance is key. Not too little, not too much. Next, we'll explore a vitamin that acts like a traffic controller, guiding calcium into your bones, where it belongs, instead of letting it pile up in places it shouldn't. It's essential for both bone strength and joint mobility. Vitamin K2. It's easy to focus on the big-name nutrients, calcium, protein, vitamin D, but there's one quiet contributor working tirelessly behind the scenes, supporting your muscles, healing micro tears, and keeping your legs moving smoothly day after day. That's vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. And if you've never thought about it, today is the day. You see, vitamin B6 plays a crucial role in how your body uses protein to build and repair muscle tissue. Without it, even the best exercise or highest protein meal won't be fully converted into strength. B6 also helps regulate inflammation, reducing the soreness and stiffness that can follow normal activity, especially as we age. But its influence goes even deeper. Vitamin B6 supports nerve communication, helping muscles fire in sync. Red blood cell production, which delivers oxygen to working muscles. Mood and energy levels, which affect your ability to stay active in the first place. Real-life story. Linda, 66, had been diligent with her stretching and protein shakes after walks, yet still felt sore, slow to recover, and constantly fatigued. Her doctor ran a micronutrient panel and found a low B6 level. She added chickpeas, salmon, and bananas to her meals, and within a month, her energy and post-exercise recovery had noticeably improved. Common mistake: assuming your multivitamin covers it, when in fact B6 can be depleted by common medications like diuretics or arthritis, drugs, alcohol use, and even chronic stress. The lesson: if your legs feel stiff for days after light activity, or if you just don't bounce back the way you used to, your body may be missing this unsung hero of muscle repair. Best sources include chicken and turkey, tuna and salmon, potatoes, bananas, fortified cereals, and chickpeas. And while supplements can help in low cases, long-term high-dose B6 can cause nerve damage. Stick with food-based sources or low-dose supplements unless directed otherwise by your doctor. Now that we've covered the essential nutrients your legs need, it's time to bring it all together. Up next, how to structure a simple daily plan to feed your muscles, protect your bones, and restore your strength, one step at a time. We've covered the nutrients. Now let's talk timing, because when and how you take these vitamins matters just as much as what you take. Your body operates on rhythm, digestive rhythms, energy rhythms, even muscle repair rhythms. And aligning your vitamin intake with those rhythms can dramatically improve absorption, effectiveness, and how you feel. Day to day, let's walk through a simple, realistic daily schedule to support your legs from the inside out. Morning Prime. Your muscles and brain vitamin D3. Take with your breakfast, especially if it includes healthy fats like eggs or avocado. Fat helps D3 absorb better. Vitamin B12. Best in the morning. It can give you a gentle energy boost and support nerve function throughout the day. Calcium, if split doses. If your breakfast is calcium-rich like yogurt or fortified cereal, that's a great start. Real tip. If you take medications in the morning space, your supplements at least 1-2 hours apart to avoid absorption conflicts. Midday support, repair, and strength. Vitamin B6. Lunch is a great time for B6-rich foods like salmon chicken or chickpeas. Magnesium. If you're taking it in split doses, include a smaller amount here to support steady nerve function and mood. Example, lunch, grilled salmon, plus spinach, plus roasted sweet potatoes, sparta, magnesium, B6 potassium, and more. Evening, calm, restore. Rebuild magnesium. Take your main dose at dinner or about 1 hour before bed. It relaxes muscles and can help with nighttime cramps. Vitamin K2, if supplementing. Often included in a D3 combo. Supplement best with food for absorption, potassium. Dinner is a perfect time to include potassium-rich foods like white beans, baked potatoes, or steamed greens. Example, dinner, lentil stew with kale and avocado on whole grain toast. Real-life routine. Harold, 71, used to take all his vitamins at once in the morning, then wonder why he still had cramps at night and fatigue by 3 p.m. After adjusting to a spread-out schedule with nutrient-rich meals and better timing, he started sleeping better and walking farther without stiffness. Common mistake. Overloading your system with everything at once, your body can only absorb so much at a time, especially fat-soluble vitamins like D and K. The takeaway, building leg strength isn't about swallowing a handful of pills. It's about creating a rhythm that feeds your body what it needs when it needs it. In our final section, we'll tie it all together with a powerful truth. Strong legs aren't just about movement. They're about independence, confidence, and freedom. And it all begins with one decision. Let's close with a message that might just shift how you view your future. We've talked a lot about what your legs need, but now it's time to talk about what could quietly be doing more harm than good. Wrong combinations. Too much of a good thing, and dangerous habits that often go unnoticed. Because the truth is, supplements are powerful tools, and like any tool, if misused, they can backfire. Let's break down a few of the most common mistakes seniors make with vitamins and minerals and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Taking calcium and magnesium. Together, these two minerals are both essential for muscle and bone health, but they compete for absorption in the gut. Taking them at the exact same time can reduce how much your body gets from each tip. Take calcium with meals earlier in the day and magnesium in the evening. Give them space to work effectively. Mistake 2. Overdoing calcium supplements. More isn't always better. Excess calcium, especially without enough vitamin K2, can end up in your arteries, not your bones. This can lead to stiffness, poor circulation, and even heart problems. Real story, Susan, 74, was taking 1/500 mg of calcium per day, thinking she was protecting her bones, but a routine heart scan showed early signs of calcification in her arteries. Her doctor scaled back the dosage and added K2, and her blood markers improved within 6 months. Mistake 3. Ignoring medication. Interactions. Many seniors are on medications like blood thinners, diuretics, or antacids. These can interact with nutrients in surprising ways. Vitamin K can interfere with warfarin. Diuretics can lower potassium and magnesium. Antacids can block B12 and calcium absorption. Lesson: always review your supplement list with a healthcare provider, especially if you're on long-term medications. Mistake 4. Taking everything at once. It might seem convenient to take all your pills first thing in the morning, but your body can't absorb high doses of multiple fat-soluble vitamins like D and K at the same time. And too many pills at once can upset digestion, reduce efficacy, and create confusion. Better strategy: space them out through the day. Let your body process them efficiently. A word of caution, but also empowerment. This isn't to scare you, it's to remind you that smart supplementation is strategic. It's not about more. It's about what, how, and when. The body is a delicate system. When balanced, it performs beautifully, but when overwhelmed, even with healthy inputs, it can suffer. The takeaway. Think of vitamins like instruments in an orchestra. Each has a role, but they only create harmony when played in the right combination at the right time. In our final section, we'll bring it all home with a truth that often gets forgotten. Leg strength is not about vanity, it's about freedom, survival, and your power to live on your own terms. Let's close with a wake-up call that just might change the way you move through the world. Let's pause for a moment. We've talked about vitamins, minerals, nerves, muscles, timing, and even mistakes. But at the heart of it all, this conversation isn't really about nutrition. It's about freedom, because when you lose strength in your legs, you don't just lose mobility. You lose choices. The choice to take the stairs instead of the elevator. The choice to go for a walk without fear. The choice to live at home instead of in a care facility. Let me tell you about Edna, 83. After a minor fall, she overheard her daughter whisper, "We may need to start looking into assisted living." That moment hit her harder than the bruise on her hip, so she made a choice not to get young again, but to get strong enough to live life on her own terms. She started small, 2 eggs in the morning, a vitamin D and K2 combo with breakfast, chair exercises twice a day, magnesium and potassium at night. 6 months later, she's not just walking, she's leading the line dance at her senior center. Not because she got lucky, because she got intentional. The final lesson. Muscle isn't cosmetic, it's survival. And strength isn't about being athletic, it's about being independent. You don't need to be a bodybuilder, you just need to stand tall without help. Walk without fear, and get up from a chair without struggling. And that power starts with one small change, one breakfast, one decision. Thank you so much for watching. If today's video made you think or inspired even a small change in your daily habits, we'd truly love to hear about it in the comments. What healthy tip are you committing to starting today? Let us know below. It might just encourage someone else too. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real science-backed health insights every single week. Your journey toward better health matters, and we're here for it. Until next time, take care and stay strong. E-commitment to your future self.